How's it going, everybody? We're back with some more Black Ops Cold War. Same thing as the last few videos. You already know what's going on. I'm still just plowing my way through this Pellington. Finally got it up to 41. I'm pretty close to this next wrap, which I don't know how much 2% is really going to do for my ADS speed, but whatever. And then as far as the camos go, I mean, as predicted, these are a complete breeze except for the Bloodthirsties. Spray is done. Stripes is done. Flora is done. Science is done. Geometric is almost done. I just need 19 more long shots. Like, this hasn't taken any time at all. And then I have 12 out of 20 Bloodthirsties. And then after that, it'll just be these double kills whenever I actually manage to get this thing to 50, which also realistically won't be that bad. Also, I finally got perk greed, so this is probably the perk setup I'm going to be running for pretty much the whole year on everything. Black Jacket, Tac Mask, obviously. Then we got Assassin and Quartermaster. I might be switching Quartermaster around for Scavenger or possibly Tracker, but this Assassin perk is actually really good. I'd highly recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. And then for perk 3, I'm running Ghost Ninja, which sometimes I'll swap for Cold-Blooded depending on what's going on. Like down here on my LMG class, I got Cold-Blooded going because I'm a little bit more stationary and I tend to be shooting at like kill streaks and stuff a little bit more often. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm really doing at the moment. Just working on leveling up this Pellington, leveling myself up, all that stuff. One thing that I do kind of want to start doing soon actually is getting back to doing those intros where I'll like cut together like little highlights and stuff from, you know, me playing while not recording. But yeah, I want to get back to doing these intros because, you know, I enjoyed doing them, but I mean, really the problem is I just haven't hit anything. Like I'll get the odd collat here and there, and I've gone on like a couple of nice little streaks and whatnot, but I don't really feel like it's enough to necessarily justify editing it all together and whatnot, you know? Also, wait, this lobby's sweaty as fuck. Get me the fuck out of here. Speaking of sweat, actually, something funny did happen today. Now, that last video I recorded, Treyarch tried to make a new meta, but the MP5 said no. Believe it or not, I actually recorded that on Monday, so it was the day before it went up. So I didn't actually see Tony Flame's tweet about them intending on nerfing it or whatever. But what's hilarious is I think that nerf has come through, and it didn't do anything. Like, in the tweet, Tony says what it nerfed. It nerfed, like, the effective range or the damage range or something like that, and it changed a few other things, I guess, to make it less of a literal AR. But straight up, man, it wasn't enough because everybody's still using it. It still seems just as busted. I'm telling you guys, you need to nerf it into the ground. You really do. So there you go. My premonition came true. Treyarch tried to nerf the MP5 and it just said no. Honestly, this whole situation with the MP5 actually does bother me a little bit because this is basically what they did last year too, right? They do all these little ticky-tack nerfs to the popular guns because I guess they're afraid of over-nerfing them. But like the MP5 has been overpowered for over a year at this point, right? And yet they're treating it so delicately. They're like, oh, we can't do too much. We got to make sure it's balanced and people can still use it. But then with the snipers, the instant they seemed too strong, they were just like, ah, fuck it, we'll fix them later. Just nerfed them till they were 6 feet under, just to be safe. And I say nerfed them till they were 6 feet under. People are still upset about them. They think they haven't been nerfed enough. It's fucking ridiculous. Actually, speaking of the snipers and people just like bitching about them in general, I tuned into FaZe Agony's stream last night, who was, I guess, exploring this idea of people complaining about the snipers, because I guess apparently some people have been complaining about snipers and aim assist, which honestly, I don't know how you can make that argument. The aim assist on snipers is incredibly weak and really inconsistent. But regardless, apparently people are bitching about it. So on his stream, Agony's in a bot match, right? And he's literally sitting there with bots, like basically just dragging his scope over different bots to try and show that it's not doing anything. I don't know, I just think it's funny because, like, I mean, it's true, the sniper aim assist is really weak in this game. Like, what with how people are complaining about it on this game, I'm astounded more people weren't complaining in Modern Warfare. Also, I'm 2-7, don't mind me. I didn't even do that on purpose. So anyway, something I've kind of been trying to work on with myself here. I realize that sounds very deep and introspective. It's not, I promise. Oh God, we're getting destroyed. Something I've been trying to work on with myself in terms of this game, which I really didn't in Modern Warfare, is having the understanding that like I'm not gonna be as consistent as I was able to be before. Back in the older CODs, like Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, those games, I was a very consistent player as far as my average performances were. I was never usually the guy to like go 50-2 or 60-4 or anything like that. You know, dropping those like fucking X-Jaws gameplays and whatnot. That was never really me. I always managed to carry like a 1.2, 1.3 KD, and then I would go out and every single game I would get 30, 40 kills and like 20, 30 deaths, something like that. You know, very consistently positive, but nothing too crazy. My issue is that on Modern Warfare and also now this game, because of the way skill-based matchmaking works, basically my performance tends to waver a lot more like game to game. So like even though on average my KD is like a 1.3. I'm not having a 1.3 KD every game. Some games I'll have a 2.0 KD and some games I'll go negative. And my issue really is just like getting to accept that. Because like I'll be in a game where I'm just getting absolutely destroyed. And I need to learn to understand that that's what the game wants. Like the game wants me to lose in that situation. That's the whole point, right? Like right now, the game put me in a lobby deliberately with a bunch of kids that are trying their pants off. I just need to understand that this just isn't going to be my lobby. Now I realize that seems like a very pessimistic way to think about it. And I know the whole don't say it's just a game thing or whatever. Dude, fuck off with your jumping in MP5. You know, I'm probably gonna quickscope that guy later and he's gonna go make a 5-page long Reddit post bitching about how overpowered the snipers are. Jumping all over the map like a fucking jack in the box with his MP5. Anyway, the part that's like harder for me to recognize is the fact that like the next game's gonna be better. Because I'm not used to being this inconsistent. But I need to learn to understand that the inconsistency is what the game is intending for me. Like I'm supposed to go negative. I think all my deaths have been to the MP5 so far this game, by the way. This is like, nice nerf, Tony. You guys did a great job. Almost as good as a job as you did with the snipers. Actually, no, you know what this means? It probably means that their next nerf is going to be right on the money. Because they over-nerfed the snipers, under-nerfed the MP5, so their next nerf will probably be just right. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm just like, what I would do on Modern Warfare is if I was in a lobby where just everybody was running MP5s, jumping around and just sweating their asses off, I would just leave. Because aside from it essentially just being impossible to compete in that lobby for me as a sniper, I just don't feel like putting up with it. And like, normally on this game, I would be holding the same mentality, and like, truthfully, I kind of have been. I mean, I still did. Like, I left that game earlier, you saw. Dude, like, see what I mean? Look, like, he won that gunfight because he jumped. Not because he's better than me, because he jumped. Like, you cannot tell me the snipers are overpowered if you see something like that. There's no fucking way you can argue that to me. And everybody plays like that. Like, that's not some pro tier play. Everybody that I run into in every single lobby plays like that. Basically, my point is I'm just trying to learn to take the good performances with the bad, because I'm slowly coming to understand that after the bad performances, then the game will give me a good lobby afterwards. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really hope they buff the snipers. Every indication seems to show that they're not going to do that, but I really fucking hope they do. They're not competitive. Somehow there are still some people out there that are bitching that they're overpowered, and I really don't understand how. Like, what lobbies are you in where snipers are just dominating the game? I was in one game today where a sniper was dominating, and he was fucking cheating. So, I mean, I guess you can argue that, but there aren't that many cheaters on this game, at least not that I've seen. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where, you know, COD players are just gonna bitch. Anytime they die, it's not their fault, it's because of the game, you know what I mean? I mean, it's always been that way. It's not, you know, just this game. I don't know, man. After that alpha, I was really hoping this year was gonna be the year. The year that I, like, really started getting my shot back and whatnot, you know? I keep thinking I can go in that way. I can't. Actually, speaking of the snipers and just this community being stupid in general, this is something funny that happened to me the other day. Well, I say the other day, it was literally yesterday. So this happened like right after I finished recording that last video I uploaded. I was playing a few more games just waiting for the file to render out. I don't know, let's imagine I was running down this street. I was on checkmate, so it was one of those head glitches. But like, imagine I was like coming down this street, and let's say I'm sitting here and I'm just hard scoping just down this lane, right? And some kid with an MP5 slide cancel bunny hopped around the corner, MP5 in hand, just with me waiting at this corner right here, just like I'm doing right now. Why did their whole team just suddenly spawn back there? What? Anyway, basically, this kid slide cancel bunny hops around the corner with his MP5, just right into my waiting scope. I'm sitting there hard scoping. I'm not quick scoping. I'm not doing anything cheesy. I'm just watching a line of sight. And obviously, I'm able to kill the kid pretty easily because he basically just gifted me a kill, right? So anyway, this kid does all that with his MP5, gets killed by me just hard scoping the line of sight, and then he has the gall in chat to go, fucking sweaty ass lobbies. Like, okay, if your definition of sweating is hard scoping a head glitch, I don't really know what to say to you, man. Realistically, you're probably one of the people whose bitching got quick scoping nerfed in the first place. So if you don't like us hard scoping either, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I guess just, I don't know, quit the game or whatever. Oh, hey, look, I got another bloodthirsty. Nice. It's okay, guys. I'm killing their team and I'm putting up spy planes. See, I'm contributing. Now we're lagging again. Yeah, dude, the connection's been fucked up all night, bro. I don't know what the hell's been going on. Like, this lag has been really, really bad. Another hit marker. Another hit marker. That dude killed me so fast that the gun didn't even fucking pop up in the kill cam for a second there. I mean, we won. Can't complain if we won, right? Realistically, I also think part of my, like, struggles with this game so far is I basically haven't been using fully autos at all. Like, you know, the AK is only level 12, even the MP5 is only level 18, and I was using that basically as a secondary for that whole time I was using Lawbreaker until I started using the Uzi. The Stoner's level 5, and that's really it. I mean, the only other levels on any fully auto weapons are basically from me picking them up off the ground. And I'm sure it would be more fun if I was mixing in fully autos a little bit more. It's just, it takes so long to level these weapons up that I feel like if I'm not using the snipers, I'm wasting my time. Because it's not just about doing the challenges, right? It's like, you know, I don't even unlock this challenge until level 50. My weapon's only 42. Like, I'm gonna be done with all of these by the time I get there, possibly. And then even when it's unlocked, I still have to do them. Like, these aren't retroactive. Like, these challenges start when you unlock them. So there's a part of me that feels like if I'm not sniping, I'm like wasting my time, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's about it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more Black Ops Cold War content. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.